Mattis hailed as hero for defying Trump on transgender policy. As an axiom in Washington that the best way to kill or stall any new policy is to form a committee to study it. That's what Secretary of Defense Jim Mattis did Tuesday with President Trump's ban on transgender people in the military, freezing its impact for the moment, at least on those currently serving. For this, Mad Dog Mattis was trending on Twitter, praised by the LGBTQ organization GLAAD and hailed by some as a hero for openly defying Trump by disregarding the president's order. Some on Twitter confessed they never thought they would be cheering on generals or ex-generals for refusing to carry out the orders of the commander-in-chief. But that's not likely what Mattis was doing, looking closely at Trump's memorandum on the policy, presumably drafted by White House lawyers, as opposed to the president's famous tweet proclaiming the ban. The Secretaries of Defense and Homeland Security were given considerable freedom in implementing Trump's order. It gave them until February 21, 2018 to come up with a plan. It said, as part of the implementation plan, the Secretary of Defense, in consultation with the Secretary of Homeland Security, shall determine how to address transgender individuals currently serving in the United States military. Until the Secretary has made that determination, no action may be taken against such individuals. That last line, until the Secretary has made that determination, no action may be taken against such individuals, sounds an awful lot like the freeze Mattis announced on actions against those currently serving in the military. As Russell Spivak wrote in Lawfare, Trump's memo almost said that an about-face is possible. It seemed to grant Secretary Mattis tremendous leeway in how the military moves forward to implement the president's mandate. Mattis declared in his statement that a panel of experts would be set up to provide advice and recommendations on the implementation of the president's direction. Once the panel delivers some recommendations, Mattis continued, he'll go back to the president. Mattis could justifiably state, as he did, that far from defying the president, he was only carrying out the president's policy direction and acting as directed, and as a result, what was once billed as a definitive ban on transgender people became, for the time being at least, something much less dramatic which could lead to something even less dramatic than that. This could not have come as a surprise to Trump. On August 14, Mattis said publicly that once he got directions from the White House, the Pentagon would study it and come up with what the policy should be. For those Americans who don't want transgender people in the military, it all began with such promise. In a string of tweets late last month, Trump said he would no longer allow transgender people to serve in any capacity. Obama administration policy. He said he made the decision after consulting with generals and military experts. As it turned out, Trump had not consulted his generals, and their reception was cold. Mattis, who was on vacation, was described as appalled by Trump's action. Joseph F. Dunford Jr., chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, in a letter to senior military leaders, said that there would be no modifications to the current policy on transgender troops until further direction was received from the president, as the Post's Thomas Gibbons Neff reported. In the meantime, we will continue to treat all of our personnel with respect, Dunford said. That further direction came on August 25 in the form of the presidential memorandum that seemed to bear only faint resemblance to the Trump's tweets. Mattis's statement Tuesday bore even less resemblance to the bold Twitter declaration that the United States government will not accept nor allow transgender individuals to serve in any capacity in the U.S.